Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am off on a mini adventure just for 2 days, 1 night of wild camping and some hiking in the Black Mountain, the Western Brecon Beacons, and yeah, I'm really excited. It's been a while. Lots been happening outside of YouTube, so just haven't had much time, but yeah, I'm just so happy to be back out here and dedicate a chunk of time to a little adventure, so come with me. The temperatures dropped yesterday, less than 24 hours ago, after a lot of rain. I'm expecting it to be kind of boggy, and I'm also expecting a very cold night, below 0, so that should be fun. I hope I'm prepared, but I guess we will find out. Last time I was here, I didn't even have my YouTube channel yet, but I had already filmed it as a sort of warm-up, knowing that I would probably post it once I had my channel, which I created like a couple of months after. Yeah, I also didn't have the GoPro yet, and yeah, just feels like a lot has changed in those 2 years. But yeah, it's good to be back. It's a really beautiful spot, and I love coming here to reflect on things.
The last time I was here, my life had just been marked by the loss of a close childhood friend. This was my first wild camp after this event, and I came here to remind myself of what I was capable of. My foundations had been shaken, and I was afraid to live. Although I did not mention these circumstances in the video at the time, I did openly ponder about our place in the universe and the cycle of life and death. It was an invaluable experience. Strange that another visit to these mountains should happen again 2 years later, after the loss of yet another dear friend. Although not exactly returning here out of a need to challenge myself, I instead felt drawn to revisit the Western Brecon Beacons because of the memories made here. Like a pilgrimage, a cycle completing, it felt right to be in this place at this time. To anyone else dealing with loss and grief in whatever form, know that you're not alone. As I said in that video 2 years ago, sometimes I have to walk into darkness to find the light. I refuse to let desperation take hold. Not today. If you would like to watch or rewatch the older video, it will be linked in the description. I hope you enjoy this new installment, and remember, nature heals us because we are nature.
It's like it's coming closer and almost like I can touch it. I swear it's moving towards me. This is so weird. I'm gonna walk through the rainbow. This is where I'll be walking back tomorrow. Oh, it's good to be back. I always feel a little bit like hazy at the start of these walks, like a bit unsure on my footing and stuff. But then I just get into a rhythm after a while, and it's great. I love it! And the sunshine is out now after a couple of showers. Might almost need a little bit of sun cream. It's actually quite strong. The nice thing as well about doing it a bit earlier in the year than last time is I have a bit more daylight, so I can kind of, I don't know, take my time a bit more or cover more distance depending on how I feel. So that's nice. Sheepdogs, and they're being trained to rescue people. guys. Just having some lunch. Just weathered another shower. I think we're on shower, I've lost count, 5? I don't know. Anyway, I hope that the showers sort of lessen as the day goes on. But it's good, it's fine. I made a soup, as well as having a cold lunch of pita bread and some bits and pieces, because I really just wanted like something hot as well, keep me going. So I feel a lot better now. My feet are a bit cold, which is unsurprising because I'm wearing my barefoot shoes. So I think a sock change will definitely be in order. I have brought thicker socks with me, but yeah, I just thought for the day I didn't want to be too hot in those shoes. But yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna finish, and I still haven't made a decision exactly which way I'm walking, but I guess I'll figure it out as I go. Trying to rush sort of finishing the ridge because I need to drop into the valley, get some water, and then go back up all before the sun sets. Wish me luck! God, I love this bit of the Brecon Beacons. I love it. It has to be one of the most iconic views ever. So I've just filtered water for the night. I'm currently carrying around about 3 litres, a little bit more with this guy. Works really well, very happy with it still. It was sort of blocked last night when I tested it out, but now it's flowing again. I think when it dries out, it just needs to kind of get back into the flow, as they say, quite literally. Anyway, I'm now going up this hill quite quickly, and I'm sort of cutting across, and I'm aiming for that hill there. That's where I want to come. I'm sort of racing the sunset. It's very much getting ready. It's about 5:30, so I've got just under an hour before the sun like fully sets. So my hope is that I can sort of climb that hill you know, and sort of be there by 6 p.m. and just catch the last of it. But I am loving how much this path is like cutting through. It's great. Wow, would you look at that? How the sun is illuminating the rain. Oh, that's gorgeous. Wow. It's very me to like be rushing at the end of my hike. I will pay for this tomorrow. I wish that my camp was already set up and I was just ready to wind down after watching the sunset, but there we go. 'Tis what it is. Not long now. For real, for real. I still have the climb to do, but I've been steadily gaining elevation, so hopefully it won't be too hard. Here it is. This is what I'm going to climb now. And you can see over to Llyn Y Fan. You can see all around, there's a rain there. There's a rain, there's some rain. Beautiful. Found a spot, and yeah, let's get our shelter up for the night. And I beat the sun because it's still setting. It's like 6:15, something like that. Okay, let's go. Is set up in the direction of the wind, of course, to make sure that I have as little flapping as possible. Fingers crossed. Just started pouring, just on time. I'm just kind of tidying things a little bit, and I changed into my night clothes. So it's nice to wear dry clothes. Yeah, so the setup that I'm using tonight is my mountain equipment mat, my outdoor research bivvy bag, my Exped sleeping bag and the sleeping liner, and I've also lined the bottom with a little bit of like an emergency blanket, which should hopefully reflect things back to me, like my heat back to me. But that's sort of folded at the moment, so I can kind of unfold that if I'm cold during the night. Yeah, it's going to be interesting getting in and out of the bivvy bag in a one-person tent, because it's kind of awkward. It doesn't have a zip or anything, so that should be interesting. But anyway, it's going to keep me warmer, so it's a small amount of trouble for a big advantage. This is the mess of my tent. I
I don't like cooking in the vestibule unless I really have to, but it's really cold outside, so I just kind of want to stay in here. And it's good wind protection with the rucksack being there as well. So yeah. I'm having orzo pasta bolognese. I can't believe it. I'm having the same food that I had last time I was in these mountains. This fire pot, orzo pasta bolognese. Bolognese is so good. So good. That was not even on purpose. It was genuinely the thing that I needed to eat like soonest in terms of expiration date. What? How? I've said it before and I'll say it again, but orzo pasta bolognese has to be one of my favourite meals from Firepot. Hands down. I don't know what it is about it, but it's so good. It's so comforting as well. Like, it's just so, you know, just pasta, tomato, meat, or protein, because I'm sure the veggie version is just as nice. So good. It's getting quite cold now. I think it must have dropped to about 2 degrees. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, hopefully the wind will sort of die down a bit as well, but this is absolutely manageable levels. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna like eat this and then I'm gonna test out getting into my sleeping bag in the bivvy bag, and I'm just gonna chill. I think might have a hot chocolate. I have some whiskey as well. I don't know, kind of wouldn't mind saving some water, but we'll see. Yeah, unless anything else comes up, I think I'll call it a night. I'm gonna eat this while it's warm. We've got some nice cloud inversions towards that way, and yeah, little bits of cloud inversions here and there. Nice clear view. The sky isn't very clear, but these clouds should give us a nice sunrise, which is preparing over there, so I'm excited. I slept actually. I typically don't sleep a lot while camping, but I did sleep some interruptions and stuff, but yeah, and I didn't want to get out of my sleeping bag this morning. It was very cozy and warm. The bivvy bag 100% made a difference, because it just meant that my body didn't get any of the draftiness, any of the wind. So yeah. Anyway, I think the wind has changed direction very slightly. So cooking should be interesting. I think I will have to use the windshield this morning. At least the wind isn't like too strong, so that's good. It's really cold. I kind of want to get a move on, but I also don't want to get out of my clothes and change into my day ones, which are going to be cold. Right, coffee is being had, and I'm gonna motivate myself to get a move on and at least pack my rucksack. And yeah, because I feel like, yeah, I want to get a move on. As much as it is beautiful here, but it is cold, so I need to move. Otherwise my blood will freeze. So I put my sleeping bag in first, always, into the rucksack, and then I do the other sleep things. So in this case I'm doing the bivvy next, and then I'm folding up the mat, because for the mat I need kind of the most space, if that makes sense. It's just about doable with these gloves, which is good. But I think I might need to get better ones for camp, because they're a little bit big. They do the job. Sometimes I just like to work with what I have as opposed to like buying a new thing. So yeah, that's the Usk Reservoir. I think it was under cloud earlier. Okay, before I finish packing, I wanted to show you guys where I've gone. So I got off the bus here and went up this ridge. And then you continue on. And then yesterday I continued on the ridge all the way down to... It's funny, it's not marked yet on this map. This is a bit of an old one. So you go down here to Llyn Y Fan Fawr. And then I got water here, and then I know the path says go here, but there is a path that cuts through here. So and then I went up here, and this is where I'm starting this morning, and my plan is to go this way, go down to Llyn Y Fan Fawr, sorry. Maybe have a dip if I'm brave enough. I don't know how brave I'm gonna be. And then continue down all the way back via the lower route. I was hesitant as to whether to go back down here and then do this, but which seems shorter, to be fair. I don't know, I just kind of fancied seeing the Summit Cairn again on Fan Brycheiniog, so I don't know. Anyway, that's what I did. It's about 22k in total, something like that. Just remember, folks, leave no trace. On we go. I'm quite tempted to like just go to the peak and then sort of turn back and still go this way down. Just because the other one feels like a bit of a detour, given I want to kind of go around the whole lake, so we'll see. It's not far, the peak's not far, so I can easily decide once I'm there. Whew. My feet are really cold.
from just not moving a lot, so I'm glad to be moving now. Okay, a decision has been made. I'm gonna go back on myself a little bit and just go down where I came up yesterday before I set up camp, and that way I'll be going down like along this sort of valley, just because I don't know, I fancy it more than the other path, so there we go. One good thing is, although it was cold, I think the wind kept the ground from freezing too much last night, so some of the rocks are wet, but like it's not too bad. Anyway, onwards! I'm doing a path that's much higher than the one I did last time when I went the other way around. It's nice. There's more perspective and more of the views, which is cool. Yeah, and I've just had my first glimpse again of, well, a glimpse again of the lake. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be, actually. I just kind of put everything in place before I did it, so my towel, my water ready to boil, and I wore a hat, as you saw, and yeah, that was lovely. Actually wasn't long enough, I think, but some people arrived, so I just kind of wasn't keen on staying in the water too long. But yeah, successful wild swim, woo! It's now 11:30. I left camp 2.5 hours ago. That wild swim was lovely. I thought a little bit too short, actually. Kind of wished I'd stayed in longer. But on the other hand, there were also a bunch of people afterwards on each side of me. So I get a bit shy when that happens. I get a bit like, oh. But that was lovely. Glad I did it. And in the sun, it wasn't cold at all. Like, very, very pleasant. Out of the wind. So it was perfect. Another woman went in after me, and she was still in the water when I left. So yeah. Now it's just pretty much a steady descent, I believe. It's a beautiful clear day today, and yeah, I'm just so glad to be here, as always. This reminds me of Offa's Dyke, but like times 10 in size. Got 5k to go. It is very warm. Well, the sun is warm, but the wind is kind of keeping me on my toes because the wind is cold. But yeah, just I have about 2 hours to complete these 5k and hopefully get that bus. So I'm kind of just trying to put the gears on a little bit because I just feel like I'm gonna I don't know, I don't want to get caught short. So yeah, but it's a glorious day for it, and as I said, it's mostly downhill or even, so it shouldn't be a problem. Really nice to be here again, to revisit this place. It's strange how cyclical things can be. How 2 years ago I lost someone in early autumn, and this year I also lost someone in early autumn. So that adds to the cyclical nature of sort of coming here and reflecting and just enjoying what life has to give and trying to make the most out of what little time I have here. Trying to sort of do the things that scare me and not letting fear rule my decision making. Let's just say that. Of course, on a small scale sometimes it'll still do that, but I think it's really important to challenge ourselves, you know, and to take stock of what we learn from that. It's really, really how I want to live my life. So yeah, here I am. We'll become one. Well guys, I'm back where I was yesterday. I really hope you enjoyed this little video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and feel free to check out anything else that's on my channel. Yeah, happy 2 years of YouTube, whatever this is to me. Visiting the Western Brecon Beacons again. Yeah, if you liked it, tell your grandparents, friends and pets. That's also not the right order, but thank you so much for joining me, and I shall see you in the next one.